When today's episode starts, Theo is telling the lizard man guard that he and Iona have a really important relationship. Hearing the commotion, everyone came to see what was happening. Elka was shocked by Theo's statement. Even a lizard man had his mouth open in amazement. Elka thought to himself, what is this damn cat brat going on about now? Then Elka asked Theo in a trembling voice, sales cat Theo, what are you talking about? Innocent Theo, not understanding what he had said, asked Elka, why are you so startled? In Theo's head, he was thinking, he's Sejun's underling. Iona bowed her head to Sejun. Therefore, Iona is Sejun's underling. The two are Sejun's underlings. Hence, they have a very important relationship. Thinking about these facts, Theo said to Elka again in an angry voice, it's true that we have a really close relationship. Hearing Theo say this again, everyone started gossiping about the matter. Hearing the commotion outside, Iona barged out from the tent. Seeing Iona made Theo so happy, but Iona shouted at Theo, stop saying things that could be misunderstood. Still, hearing this, Theo was puzzled. After they entered the tent, everyone looked at Theo in amazement. Then Iona said to Theo, we were in the middle of an important meeting to prepare for the next Red Locust's attack. What brings you here? If it's about collecting the money for the tough blade green onion, but Theo interrupted Iona and said, I didn't come here for that. The wolves are cleaning the messy ruins. Wasn't the original contract only about cleaning up the Red Locust's bodies? This is too burdensome of a duty. An unfair contract. Hearing Theo's words, Iona looked at the Lizardmen tribe chief representative, Toro, and said, I had no idea, as I was always at the battlefield. Toro was startled for a bit and said, we, the Lizardmen, are always in battle. There were only young and old Lizardmen in the reclaimed territory, so we did ask for some help. Hearing this, Theo said in a stern voice, that won't do. Give us proper compensation for the additional heavy workload. Startled, Toro said, pardon? How much? Theo said energetically, how dare you order my underlings around without my knowledge? It'll be 1 tower coin for every wolf, so give me 100 tower coins. This statement made Toro very angry. He smashed the table with his hand and shouted at Theo, what? Such a corrupt wandering cat merchant. Seeing Toro getting angry, Iona intervened and said, Toro SSI. This guy is the great black dragon's underling. Please don't forget that it's because of his grace that we were able to reclaim this land on the 67th floor, and that we also obtained the tough blade green onion from him. Then Theo started boasting again, that's right. Without this incredible orange cat, Theo, or a dragon dealing merchant, this place would have been in big trouble, so pay the price. Hearing these words, Toro got even angrier. Seeing this, one lizard man looked at Toro and said, so pay the price. Toro controlled his anger and said, I understand. We shall pay the price. After this incident, Theo was walking away from the tent with a big bag full of tower coins. Theo was so happy he was even singing a song. Then Theo gave the coin bag to Elka and said, I got them. Take this. But Elka refused the bag and said, I'm good. We're your subordinates. We already earn enough money from selling part of the Red Locusts. Hearing this, Theo smiled and said, I'm proud of you. Treating me, a crucial underling of the Black Dragon, recklessly is the same as treating the Black Dragon recklessly as well. Then Theo's mood changed, and he shouted at Elka, so be confident and get your money. Don't get treated like a pushover. Elka agreed and said, yes, Theo. Then Theo looked at Iona and said, Iona, thank you. That went smoothly because you took our side. Iona happily said, don't mention it. I had no idea that was happening, as I was commanding the front lines. My apologies. Theo looked at Elka and said, Elka, get to the 99th floor. I'll go to the 38th floor myself. Looking at Theo, Iona started thinking, the Lizardmen tribe is famous for never giving out what's theirs. Due to this, rumors about Theo, a wandering cat merchant, using the Black Dragon's grace as an excuse to demand compensation will explode. That won't turn out well for Theo, but it doesn't matter. What's important is who's behind him. The Great Black Dragon. All kinds of authorities are ruled under that name. What can ever surpass that? Right now, this tower is corrupted. Food is an authority that can control this tower. We can't let irrational bastards like greed monopolize it. Many authorities in the tower will keep a close watch on this wandering cat merchant. Then Theo looked at Iona again and said, Iona, we'll visit again next time. Iona happily asked, would you do that? Theo happily waved goodbye at Iona and said, stay healthy. Iona shouted back at Theo, please take care. Looking at Theo, Iona started to think again, rumors birth rumors. The story will be inflated and exaggerated. Theo will become a big wandering merchant. Meanwhile, on the 99th floor, Sejun is receiving system messages. They notify Sejun, you have leveled up. You have reached level 22. You have acquired 1 bonus stat. Hearing the system messages, Sejun woke up from his sleep and said, I was just taking a short break, but I fell asleep. I had no idea I reached level 22. Meanwhile, the Minotaurs were clearing out the land. There was a big pile of wood branches behind Sejun. Sejun looked at the working Minotaurs and said, we still have a long way to go to clean up. It feels like we just lumbered down a mountain. With the help of Kwang, his mom, and the Minotaurs, the fight was easily over. I was able to level up due to Kwang's consideration. Then Kwang came near Sejun and said, I knocked out some of the tree bastards for Dad. Kill them and quickly get stronger. Seeing this, Sejun thanked Kwang. Then Sejun started to think again, right now, we're planning on building fences out of the ant corpses just in case. Sejun went near Mom Bear, looked at a destroyed ant, and said, corrupted ants. Are these the monsters living in the ominous western forest that Ox 3 talked about? Mom Bear answered Sejun while munching down a corrupted ant branch, yes. Never once did these guys step into our territory, but recently, they've been infiltrating the territory, and I never expected them to come in so deep. Sejun saw Mom Bear eating a branch and asked in amazement, is it delicious? You seem to be enjoying it. Mom Bear looked at Sejun in a disappointed manner and said, I apologize. I should have done a better job patrolling. Sejun said, no, there's no need to be sorry. You must already be burdened with taking care of everything yourself. The poison bees are increasing in numbers, so I'll ask the 2nd and 3rd poison queen bees to help you. Hearing this, Mom Bear became so happy and thanked Sejun. Then Sejun asked, but what's the reason the corrupted ants are coming here? What the corrupted ants said before they died bothers me. Everything is in this place. What does that mean? Then a system message popped up. The tower manager says that the corrupted ants are like a virus. Then Aileen started to explain, no matter how much you kill them, they'll somehow still increase in numbers. Being parasitic beings, they'll try to corrupt any powerful tree around them at all costs. That's why all the strong trees on the 99th floor have been contaminated by the corrupted ants. It's said that they'd sleep and not move if there's no target to contaminate, but why are they awake and active right now? Do you have a guess? Sejun started to think and replied, I'm not sure, a guess. There are so many cherry tomatoes, and corn plants. Hearing Sejun mention food, Mom Bear's stomach started to growl. Hearing the noise, Sejun said, come to think of it, we have yet to eat after the fight. I'm getting hungry. Hearing this, Kwang's face lit up with happiness, and they started to cook some delicious food. The rabbits also helped with the cooking. After finishing the meals, Sejun brought the food outside. Lady Minotaurs were bringing some onion leaves, some Minotaurs were barbecuing fish, and there were a few dishes to enjoy. Then everyone started munching on the food they made. The Minotaur King drank some honey tomato juice, and it made him so happy that his eyes started to shine with joy. Even Aileen was eating some fish while looking at a smiling Sejun. After a while, Kwang pointed at Mom Bear. Sejun saw that Mom Bear didn't have anything left to eat, so he went to Mom Bear and called her. Sejun smiled and pointed at something in the distance. It was Elka, who was bringing a cart full of red locusts. Elka came near Mom Bear and smiled with happiness. Then Mom Bear started munching down on the red locusts. Seeing this, Sejun was so happy. But all of a sudden, Sejun heard Mom Bunny scream in pain. Sejun hurriedly asked, what's wrong? Is something wrong? Mom Bunny said in a trembling voice, I think the babies are coming. Hearing this, Sejun got so startled and started shouting, it's too late to go into the cave. Let's get her to my house first. Bring something fluffy. The babies must be trying to come out. Everyone, calm down. Like that, with many aunts and uncles around, the 3rd group of baby rabbits was born. Everyone looked at the newborn baby bunnies with warm feelings. With that, today's episode comes to an end. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.